Did you know that by looking at how long someone maintains their friendship, you can tell a lot about that person's character? I have three things that I want to share with you about how someone's relationships across time, friendships across time, tells about who they are. The very first thing is, well, loyalty, right? You know that someone is loyal based on how long they've maintained their friendship. Let me explain before you bite me. If someone has had a very good friend for, let's say, 15 years, right? You don't necessarily know that they are a good friend, a good person 100%, but you know that at the very least they're able to maintain loyalty across time. And that's the key thing here is maintaining a relatively strong friendship across time. If someone dumps their friend every 5 days, okay, that's an extreme. But if someone acquires new friends and lets go of friends every, let's say, 2 months, every 2 years, man, that's kind of a red flag. Won't you say? I would say that that's a red flag. The reason that I say that it's a very good predictor of character, how long someone maintains a friend. It is not dispensing with the idea that you can be in a toxic friendship, of course. It is not dispensing with the fact that some friends keep you around for convenience, right? It's taking all of that into account and still make the choice to say that if someone has maintained a friendship, a true friendship across time, that is a good predictor of character. The very second thing that I want to share about this on this topic, by the way, I have some notes on my left here, so if I am glancing on the left, that's because I'm reading my notes. Fight me. The second thing that I want to share is trustworthiness, right? If someone has had and or has been a friend for a long time, the likelihood that they are trustworthy is high. Let me explain. Of course, you can have bad friends, right? Of course, you can have someone that takes advantage of you as a friend, or you yourself have been on the giving end of maintaining a friend that you don't really trust them, they don't really trust you, but it's a friendship of convenience. That's that's no bueno. A friendship of convenience is not good, and we are aware of those. We are mostly aware when we are in them, right? Because you know, like, you're more of a friend to them than they are a friend to you. That always kind of sucks. But trustworthiness, because you've had a friend, you've been a friend for a relatively long period of time, and I say relatively because this depends on one, how old you are, right? If you're 18, 19, 20 years old, I would not expect you to have a decade-long friendship. Once you start to creep into your 30s, right, you're still not expected to have a decade-long friendship, but a 5-year, 7-year long friendship starts to be a bit expected. And if you don't have a decade-old friendship and you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, that can start to raise a whole lot of flags. Now, of course, there's plenty of exceptions to go off of, but this is my rule of thumb, right, of trying to gauge someone's character when it comes to how they maintain their friendships across time. Trustworthiness. The third thing is, what is it? What's my notes here saying? Okay. This is actually a good one. The third one is that someone that's maintained a friendship across time, let's say 10, 15, 20 years, they have learned along the way how to be a friend. And okay, yes, it kind of sounds dumb, but because when you're a youngling, right, you make friends relatively easily, and then you get into your mid adulthood, you still kind of make friends with relative ease. But when you've been a true friend across time, you learn what it's actually like to be a friend. For example, you learn that true friends celebrate your wins. and they mourn your losses. You also know that you are a good friend when you celebrate someone's win, even if it came at, let's say you're both shooting for the same job. They got it and you didn't. You still celebrate that win for them. You are happy for them when they win. You are not so happy for them when they lose. It's a very good indicator of a bad friend when you stub on your toe, so to speak, and they chuckle, right? If it's a joke, it's fine. But if you hit a big snag, in life, let's say like I said, you're both going for the same job. They get it, you don't, and that becomes a something that they find joy out of. That's a good predictor that is not a good friend. Anyways, I said that I'm gonna tell you towards the very end, like what the longest friendship that I've had, and that is 17 years. 17 years that I've had a friend. Siblings, of course, don't count, because if siblings counted, then, well, then I don't know. But siblings don't count. So friendship-wise, 17 years, longest friendship, and plenty, at least 5 that are 10 plus years, right? Because I know that because I have plenty of friends still from high school, and I've been out of high school for 10 years. Okay, I'm gonna change the subject because this 10 years just kind of went by flying. Okay, so conclusion here is that you can tell quite a lot about someone's character based on how long they've maintained friendships, because along the way they have learned loyalty, right? Which is pretty huge, and we throw that word around left, right, and center all the time. But loyalty across time, that becomes the differentiator. 2, trustworthiness. They have learned along the way to be a trustworthy friend. I know I'm using the same word to give it a definition, but they've learned how to be a good friend. They're trustworthy across time. Most importantly, they've also learned how to get rid of friends of convenience. Friends of convenience, that's an Achilles heel for a lot of us. And the third one, which I think I'll probably put at the top, is you learn how to be a friend, truly a friend, by becoming one across time, right? You learn to celebrate the wins of your friends. You learn to mourn the losses of your friends. You learn that a good friend will celebrate your wins and mourn your losses, and they will not celebrate your losses. Even if their win comes at your loss, they will still mourn your loss. Mourn, if that makes any sense. Okay, those are my 2 cents. If you got any value from this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.